Hello, everyone, and welcome to an episode of Cuttys Eat. Today, I'm in Memphis, and I thought I'd show you guys an old barbecue favorite from Central Barbecue. So what I've done is get what I think is probably the most standard of the food, and that's the pork nachos. What I've done is get two orders. One of your standard pork nachos. Barbecue pork, you got the jalapenos covered in it, and that's beginning to be good. And then what else you can do is actually get them to put it over the french fries. They also have a house chips option, but that's neither standard nor the upgrade I prefer. So in here is going to be the same nachos over french fries that I'm also going to give you a taste of. What I've done is also gone and gathered a couple of the different barbecue sauces they have. They've got a vinegar sauce, a hot sauce, that's an extra order of jalapenos, a mustard barbecue sauce, and I believe that's the mild. What we're actually pairing that today, aside from the extra moist talettes that they're going to give us, is a local Memphis beer, Ghost River. I've got the Ghost River Gold, and we are going to be having that to wash down. So go ahead and pop a few of these out just to get ready. Give you a little taste of what this tastes like as well. And it's a pretty good golden ale. Like I said, it is local, right here in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm pretty happy with it. So what I'm going to do is actually set the fries aside real quick, just because I want to dig into the pork nachos. So, open up some of these right here, and we are just going to kind of start digging in. What I want to do is go ahead and try the barbecue first. Real good pulled pork barbecue. They've got the jalapenos. It looks like they dust some seasoning on there. Real good kick there. And what we're going to do is just kind of pile up this nacho. You guys have heard my qualms about nachos. It's hard to get a good chip throughout the whole meal. Luckily, these seem stacked pretty high, so I'm hoping we can get some big nachos and tell you how it is. So I'm going to dig in with some shredded cheese, some barbecue sauce, and a jalapeno all on that one. And it is all going to come together. So we're going to just keep diving in. The chips are good. They've got a little snap to it, but after having sat in the box with the nachos, it does steam a little bit, as I kind of called it. You can taste them getting a little chewy. The Ghost River does do a fantastic job of washing it down. What I'm going to do is go ahead and try a little bit of barbecue sauce with my nacho. I'm going to try each one. Get you guys a good idea what it tastes like. So I've got a chip here that I'm going to put just a little bit of barbecue on. And this is just a medium, which I believe is probably what's already on there. Just kind of what it tastes like. It's just medium on there. I'm going to follow it up with the hot. I can only imagine it's the same taste, probably just a bit more spice. And with the jalapenos, I'm really not too sure if it's got a little bit more of a tangy flavor, which I don't think is as good as the mild. That'll be a personal preference with the nachos. So I would go ahead and just if you've got jalapenos and you like the jalapenos, I recommend sticking with that. However, we also have the vinegar, which is interesting that as I said, I don't like the other one because it's tangier. Vinegar sauce is a bit lighter. We're going with the mustard sauce as well. And then that should let us have some room to just kind of finish up here. Mustard sauce is definitely a real strong yellow mustard flavor. I think it's interesting. Definitely recommend at least trying it out, whether it would be your favorite or not. And see, I actually have gotten to a problem where there's significantly more chips than I expected. So we're just going to be kind of finishing up here. I'm looking, there's plenty of jalapenos. So we're not eating no naked chips. At this point, it's just going to be tortilla chips, a minimal amount of barbecue. So we're going to go ahead. Actually, these chips are a little addicting, but mostly jalapenos left at this point. So what we're going to do, I'm going to set that aside and dig out the over fries. is absolutely more of what I tend to do. We'll let you look in right there. As you can see, very similar meal, but you can see the French fries. So we are going to do the same thing. I think this time we're also going to be generous with our fries. As you can see, you got, I mean, a good amount of loaded up fries, barbecue sauce. We're going to go ahead and dig in on that as well. I'm going to make sure to get a little jalapeno on there for a good first experience bite. Wash down, I do enjoy that beer. We're going to go in. The fries themselves, we can take a look at. They're much more, I mean, thick cut. Not quite as crispy as you want French fries. But in a loaded fry like that, this is the kind I think you want. It's going to soak in the flavor real good. You can really get that taste. It seems like they had a lot more cheese on this one. It seems a real thick coating, which is good. There's a melted cheese topping. You know, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I definitely recommend the fries. You can try the house chips, as I had mentioned. But it doesn't make sense to me. These are, you know, loaded fries. You know, nachos are going to go with tortilla chips. Not really sure where the house fries come into play. It's interesting because I believe these are actually on the appetizer menu, the nachos, which I think you do tend to see at restaurants. However, I don't know anyone who orders nachos as an appetizer. You cook them as your meal. Yeah. Whew. Definitely getting a feel here. It's good. The I mean, the barbecue itself is real tender. You can taste it in there. That's good. Each of the sauces is good in its own right. And washing barbecue down with a Memphis local beer is a great time had by all. Having lived in Memphis and Kansas City, I do feel like I've got a good feel on barbecue. Hoping to add some Texas barbecue and North Carolina, I'll throw out there too, to this barbecue connoisseur's taste. But the Memphis Nachos is definitely one of my favorites. The Central over fries, and I definitely recommend getting it. I'm feeling pretty good about this, so I'm going to go ahead and give my quick wrap up and let you guys get back to your day. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Cutty Eats, CUTTYEATS. Shoot me some dollaroos on Patreon and help support my next meal. But the most important thing you can do is contribute your views. Tune in next time. Thanks, guys.